What's going on, guys? It's been a minute of what I've been doing a lot lately. By the way, welcome to episode 7 of our holiday playthrough of RoboCop Rogue City. I am TJ. I do have a lot to talk about in this episode, as I did mention at the end of the last episode. Alright, so, I do got to talk about some things first. First of all, I'm going to talk about, well, a lot. So I'm going to talk about what happened at the Game Awards. I'm also going to talk about not just one, but two movies I saw in the past few days, and a few other things that happened in the world of sports today, mainly in the NFL. So I'm going to start off with what happened in the last episode. We're back here in downtown Detroit, and we're trying to find more leads into finding Spike, who is the leader of the Street Vultures. We were able to find him, but not before running into a few other people. We ran into the old man, as you guys know, is the CEO of OCP. We also ran into a few other people, including, including John Mills, who is current Detroit's current Detroit. I can't talk. The current mayor of Detroit, Mayor Cusack's running opponent, and we had a bit of a meeting with him in his car. And I don't know if it'll have any sort of influence, but I answered as honestly as I thought, just based on how Murphy would answer the questions that was given from John Mills. We were able to complete a few more missions for Max Becker as well, too, mainly some documents that we were trying to find, but the documents that he was looking for actually belonged to Samantha Ortiz, who is the reporter that you guys saw at the very beginning of this game. And I decided to side with her on this one rather than give up the documents to Max Becker and OCP. So, after finding Spike, we were able to track down the new guy, Wendell Antonowsky's location, somewhere pinpointed somewhere down in the old city mall. So we're about to head over there, but first, I spotted this over here, in which looks like there's some action going on in the courthouse. You got the paramedics and the cops over here too. We're gonna check this out, and then along the way, I'm gonna talk about my review of both Godzilla -1 and
Murphy. Could you give us a hand? It's got real ugly in there.
And Studio Ghibli's latest masterpiece, The Boy and the Heron. But first, let's check this out.
What happened?
Can you believe this? A bunch of repeat offenders came up with a bright idea to storm the courthouse. For some reason, they think that if they destroy it, their prior convictions will go away. They took hostages and are now demanding both a 6,000 SUX and a plane to Acapulco.
Acapulco is a war zone.
I don't think
Why does
these
that seem
guys follow
familiar?
the news. But I'm afraid that it may be too late to rescue the hostages if we wait for SWAT.
If they want to fly into a war zone, I have first-class tickets for them.
Protect the innocent. Good. All means necessary. Alright, let's do this mission. So enter the courthouse. This sounded exactly like what happened with what happened when RoboCop went on the streets to fight his first set of crimes. Alright, so let's check this out over here. I'm gonna have to pull out my Auto 9 for this one. So, on my day off on Thursday, oh no, I'm gonna sound the alarm with this. Clear. I did not mean to press that, sorry. What's the... Dang, oh there we go. I was trying to press that. Let me go through here. Oh!
Shoot the freak! Take my freaking hand off! Shot him!
let's see what's going on here.
You're going down, sucker!
Oh, behind me.
Get the bastard!
Oh, he dropped a grenade. Oh, two more.
He's just a machine!
Let's see where the hell am I at. Can I open any of these doors? Ah, I need a card. Okay. Put this right here too. Okay. All right. So, so a few days ago, I was able to catch up with Godzilla -1. There was a lot of interest that generated throughout the past couple of weeks, actually, in which it was one of the best films of the year. Not just the best Godzilla film out there, but the best film of the year. So I had to check it out myself, and boy, that literally, when I walked into the movie theater, my expectations were about mid. Not too high, not too low, but somewhere in the middle. And is that the card? No, that's not it. And I actually saw it in IMAX, not at my usual IMAX theater, but I went to a different venue, a little bit farther down south. And I'll talk about that venue in a moment, but the way the movie started, it started off really quickly, and pretty much it brought back the nostalgic factor of what Godzilla was known for when that movie was first released back in the 1940s or 50s, I should say. And I will say one of the things that has been lacking in the recent Godzilla films was the human story, the elemental side of the human story. So the whole movie, somewhere between the way Godzilla was portrayed, it focused more on the human side, and the way they played out, like the emotional aspects of post World War II, in which the movie does take place in World War II. I was just impressed with how they centralized the themes of that, along with the whole survivor's guilt thing. By and by, that everything was definitely a powerful drama that definitely worked its way around with the struggles of post-World War II in Japan, rebuilding life, survivor's guilt, especially with what happens in the beginning of the film. Perfect. Very impressed, and that to me topped off Oppenheimer as the best movie of the year. Oh, hello. So I was impressed. I walked away with one of the best feelings out there. I was just impressed with everything in that film. So right now, the best films of the year so far are, well, Godzilla -1 is number 1, Oppenheimer's number 2, Barbie is number 3, number 4 is another movie I'm going to talk about, which is The Boy and the Heron, and I'll tell you what number 5 is, but it does correlate with what happened with number 4. So number 4 was The Boy and the Heron, and I saw that movie yesterday, actually. Yesterday morning, right before I picked up my J's, and I will say, like, Miyazaki has done a lot of great films, like Spirited. Was it Spirited Away? Let me see what he did. I should know this one. Oh, yeah, that's right. Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, of course, Ponyo, and then also The Wind Rises. I remember The Wind Rises. That was pretty good. But The Boy and the Heron, I think, it doesn't quite top Princess Mononoke or Howl's Moving Castle or even Spirited Away, which I think is still the greatest film from Hayao Miyazaki as well, Studio Ghibli, but more importantly, I think just the way. Dang, I need to get through there. How the fuck do I get through there? But the way things centralize in that film as well too, with the main character trying to handle the. I'm gonna say a little bit of a spoiler, but the way he handles family loss with one of his relatives, how he deals with it, and how the fantasy world he enters correlates with those events, it was pretty well done, to say the least. It does start off a little slow at first, but it does build up a lot of interest and a lot of character development throughout the course of the movie. And I saw it in Japanese language with the subs, English subs, but I've read that the English dub versions were done pretty well. Oh, here it is. Like I know, Robert Pattinson voiced the titular character of the Heron. And what else? I think Christian Bale played the father of the main character, and Gemma Chan played one of the ladies as well too. I think he played the stepmom, whatever, or the aunt, or the new mother, I guess. But I love that film. It was I would say that topped Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which was originally my number 4 film of the year until I saw The Boy and the Heron. So the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse became the 5th best film of the year. So those are my top 5 films of the year. I still got to check out at least a few more films, but one of them that caught my attention is The Iron Claw with Zac Efron. Oh, here it is. All right, here we go. Good. Now, where's the damn key? Oh, what the hell? Okay, good. Is there anything in the courthouse desk? A gavel. Oh. Good. Now I gotta figure out how to get through this door. Damn. Son of a bitch. Am I missing something? Wait, what was over here? Why am I supposed to be in this room anyways? I gotta find the access card. Oh, that's not it. So why is this here? I'm in the room, but where's the damn access card? Okay. Let me go back upstairs real quick. I feel like I'm missing something. What else is there? Oh yeah, the Game Awards took place last Thursday. First of all, the award for best game actually went to Baldur's Gate 3. I believe that was the right game to declare the best game. Oh, right here, best game of the year. The other guy. Okay, never mind. Alright, now I know where I'm at right now. So yeah, like I said, Baldur's Gate 3, I've seen a lot to know how great of a game it is, so I actually agree with that the right game actually won. A lot of people said Alan Wake 2 would have won it as well too, but nah. Baldur's Gate 3 did a lot. It took them a while to make the third game, so I would definitely agree with that. But a couple of great things happened. First, the world. I'll talk about some of the games that premiered as far as what's coming up. But the other great part was they had that performance by the Poets of the Fall, who were the old gods of Asgard, and they performed that Herald of Darkness song that's played significantly in one of Alan Wake's chapters. So hang on a second, let me focus this real quick.
Robo, if you could call my
Perfect.
boss and confirm what happened here. He wouldn't believe that I was taken hostage for the third time this week.
Stay here. The police will come to question you.
You're just having bad luck. You move out of Detroit. Alright, let's see what I can find here. But yeah, all the doors open, good. Let's see, make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, the performance was pretty much spot on with how they did in that one chapter in Alan Wake 2. And let's see what else. Some of the game premieres that took place during the Game Awards. Sega announced a slew of big games that they're going to be releasing, including a Jet Set Radio game, which I'm very excited about. A new Shinobi game. What else? A new Streets of Rage game. And one of the things that caught my attention on the Streets of Rage game, it's a little sorry, it's a little more sorry, it's a little more definitely more on the 3D aspect of the gameplay itself, but Skate looks like he's set to make a return in that game, so I'm very excited for that one. Hello Games, the guys that created No Man's Sky, they've announced a new game called Light No Fire. So far we know it takes place in a single planet. It's supposed to be the size of Earth. Now I don't know how the scale of the size of that planet will be. I highly doubt it's going to be 1-to-1 because that's going to take a while. I would say maybe 1 to 100, maybe 1 to 1,000. Charge myself. Make sure I don't miss anything, and we are good. But the cool thing about that game is that you can build your own community, your own house, your own towns. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some form of linear storyline to it, where you can work around the whole
Hey, Robo,
the whole.
you showed them. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you so much. But the cool part was that the characters in the game, it's a multiplayer game. I don't know how many players will be up to. So far, I think I've seen about 4 or 5 or 6. Looks like you create your own character, whether it's human or different creatures. What's even more cool is that you guys get the main thing about that trailer was the gameplay trailer was that these guys were flying on dragons, like like the whole group of 4 was flying on dragons pretty much throughout the entire world, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm really excited to see when that game will come out, and if it turns out right. Hopefully, it doesn't get too overly ambitious to where you know how No Man's Sky had a rough start, and then throughout the next 2 to 3 years, they did a lot to perfect that game, and which now is one of the best ongoing games to be released. And so, looking forward to that. Another game that caught my attention. Let's see what else was there. What other games was there? There is one game that I'm not. I don't want to mention that game yet until I try to figure out what other games were announced. The very last gaming announcement was pretty cool. Oh, I think the biggest surprise to me was the new DLC for God of War Ragnarok. It was as a thank you of of how successful that game became over the past couple of years. Let's see. I think I'll go back to that later on. It's called Valhalla, and there's a lot of new story content in it. I don't know if it's post-game content or content that was integrated into the main game itself. Let's see what else. Oh, the sequel to Hellblade 2. It is coming out for 2024, but it has no actual release date yet. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm gonna do a full playthrough on the first Hellblade game on Xbox over here pretty soon to get that game ready. So that's probably a strong possibility for a full playthrough in 2024. Let's see. Kimuri is another game that was announced as well too. And I don't know what that game is all about. I did see what looks like you could create your character, choose different classes, and a lot of. I want to say that multiplayer is going to be a huge aspect into it. So we'll see how that. We'll see. We'll know more about that game later on.
First they can't even connect a few fucking cables, and now they don't even answer.
Is she spying? That's hella dangerous. They could hear his footsteps.
It's the new guy. He's waiting for some bigwig to show up. He's planning to do some psycho presentation.
And who is the bigwig?
That's what I want to find out.
Mr. W, we still have no contact with the funhouse.
I'm on the phone.
Mr. W.
We're ready. I understand, but please tell him that this is not a meeting that can be postponed. I see.
So, they ain't coming, right? Fucking suits!
Keep your anger to yourself, or I'll share mine with you.
Robo,
Who's there?
No, he's still out
Show
there.
yourself!
you'd better not.
As you wish, creep. You are under arrest. Come quietly.
Do you really believe that's what's gonna happen? Take care of him, boys. I'll meet you on the roof.
What's up, metal freak? Forget where you left your car?
You better go, Miss Ortiz. It seems there will be trouble.
Trouble. Well, I know he's gonna say that. Uh-oh. I can't shoot through the wall. Okay. Ha ha ha. That was funny. Alright. Oh yeah, back to the Sega games. I forgot Golden Axe was also announced as well too. So, what I didn't see any. If I recall, I didn't see any gameplay trailers on that one. Let's see what else. Trying to use a ground meat. Play this for a moment. Oh, there's gonna be a new mana game. You guys remember the Secrets of Mana game? There's gonna be a Visions of Mana. No, this is.
Complete total RoboCop.
I got ran over. Jerk-offs. The hell am I?
Alex? Is that you? Come to us.
Yeah, Dad, we're waiting for you.
Where the hell am I supposed to be? Oh! Okay, that's where I came from. Man, he's glitching out badly. Okay, hopefully I'm fine for now. But yeah, there's gonna be a new mana game called Visions of Mana. A lot of people got excited about that game. Let's see, Square Enix is doing that game. There's another. Let me see. Oh yeah. I remember. Jordan Peele and Hideo Kojima took a picture together a few weeks back, and so those rumors were confirmed that Hideo Kojima is doing a game with him called OD, and it's gonna be Xbox exclusive. Now I don't know how it's gonna utilize the cloud servers on that game, but that was the main aspect that Hideo Kojima and Jordan Peele talked about when they announced the game. There was a trailer. The trailer only showed 3 faces: Sophia Lillis, Udo Kier, and who was the other girl? I forgot who the girl was. She's Kate. I forgot who it was. Let me see. I need to check that out. It was with Sophia Lillis, Udo Kier, and man, she's a famous actress as well too, along with Sophia Lillis. It just showed their faces just talking in general. Hold on, I'm drawing such the biggest brain squeam. Lily, there we go, Hunter Schafer, there we go. So, we know it's gonna be a horror game. It's supposed to be, like, the way the trailer started is that this game is for gamers and screamers, something like that. So, I can't wait to see how the horror aspects play out in that game. Jurassic Park Survival, that was another big game. I remember that game was announced a long time ago. It never came to fruition. But the way the gameplay trailer showed, it's almost like Alien Isolation, but with dinosaurs instead. So I was a huge fan of the game Alien Isolation. Hold on a second.
Come find me, please. Why won't you come for me, Dad? Don't leave me, please. Don't leave me alone.
He's seriously glitching out. scary walk. Okay. What's going on? Ooh, yay. Oh, no. Okay. Nothing. Let's see what else. But yeah, I was a big fan of the Alien Isolation game, so I can't wait to play that game whenever it comes out the next couple of years. Black Myth Wukong. I had my eye on that game for quite a while for the past couple of years. It's the official release date is gonna be on August 20th, so can't wait to play that. The Suicide Squad, Justice League Must Die is coming out in February, I believe. So I really will play that game still. There's been a lot of criticism about how it's going to be a live service game and all that stuff, but I don't mind that. I'm definitely going to play that game for sure. And of course, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Well, that game is already announced and all that stuff, but they did show not only Vincent Valentine, but they also showed Sid Highwind in that game as well too, for the first time. So, can I punch this? Okay. So, but I have a feeling you won't play as him. I don't think you can play as Vincent Valentine.
Now a free gift for engaged couples. Goldfinch Jewelry has a discount on wedding rings. Choose something special. It's a symbol of your love and something for her to remember you by after you decided to get yourself killed and leave your family all alone, Alex Murphy. Don't hesitate. Come and take advantage of our offer.
Yeah, the fact that he called him out by his name is scary enough as it is. Oh, it's playing that soundtrack. Or is that the mall music? Yeah, this is the if you listen closely, this is the soundtrack that was playing when Murphy visited his old house in Primrose Lane in the first movie. That was a really good ambiance score when he was walking through his old house, trying to remember everything based on what he saw in the house. And that was like one. Now I would say that was a signature moment in that entire film, or maybe the entire series for that matter. The fact that his his sense of humanity was starting to crack through the steel that was built around him to become RoboCop. Oh, no, hold on. I hate this glitching thing. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. An ATM machine. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a new Blade game that from those that created the man. Oh my God, that's the sign of me getting old. It's from Arcane Studios. I'm trying to Dishonored. So the guys that created Dishonored, I believe, or yeah, they're creating a new Blade game, and it's actually going to be third person. So Arcane Studios is known for making a lot of first person games like Dishonored. I think they did Prey. And then, of course, they did Deathloop, which was their most recent masterpiece. And the recently bombed Redfall. So I think they're going to turn it around with Blade in that one. Let's see. The first Ascendant was also announced as well, too. So that's going to be coming out in the summer. The beta was okay, but I feel like the...
Over here, Murphy.
But I feel like the way you approach the mission objectives whenever you go to certain worlds was really repetitive and redundant. So I'm not sure how I would feel about that. The new trailer did show a couple of new characters I've never seen from the beta. So hopefully they'll be added into the roster as well too immediately. Because there were some characters that I wanted to play as in the beta.
Is that you? You look different. You're scaring me. I don't like how scary you are now.
It's not your dad, kid. It's not even a police officer. I don't know what it is anymore.
But yeah, I just don't like the fact that you have to find a lot of elements and tools and equipment and items just to create or find or activate certain characters of that game. Wait, did I miss something? Hold on a second, let me go back. Oh crap, I'm locked. Oh well, that's fine. Oh no. What's he going through? This is where I came from.
Hi, you've reached the Vanderbilt store. Please leave a message after the tone.
The remains of my husband, a police officer killed in the line of duty, were used to create some kind of a metal monster. I need to bury it to move forward with my life. Do you have a funeral suit that would fit that empty shell?
How's this one standing? Oh, it's probably on a leg or something. These mannequins are creeping me out. The last game that was revealed was Monster Hunter Wilds, coming out in 2025. What was it? Yeah, it's coming out in 2025. I would say probably the spring or the summer of 2025. Capcom usually releases their big hits somewhere down the spring or summer. Because their next big hit is supposed to be Dragon's Dogma 2, and that comes out in March next year. So I'm still bummed out that Dragon's Dogma 2, for all the stuff that it has to offer, they won't have any multiplayer co-op or campaign co-op or anything like that. But I'll still play it though. The pawn system was probably the coolest thing that they've offered in the first game. Oh, God.
It thinks itself as human.
A world-class husband. A father. A cop.
Alright, sorry I had to do that. They're creeping me out. The mannequins, this reminds me of the Evil Within. Was it the first game or the second game? Where you're in the dark, and then sometimes when you turn around and or turn your back on the mannequins, they move in different spots. And same thing with Resident Evil Village, Rose's downloadable content story, where when you turn away, the mannequins will move until you look at them and they freeze on the spot. Like you could still catch them moving if you move away from a certain angle, especially when you walk backwards. Anything that has to deal with mannequins and the way they move and them freezing when you see them creeps the hell out of me.
Did you hear? It's true. You're not one of us anymore.
You're not human.
And you're not a real cop. You're just the rotting remains of
Alex Murphy.
You're something that should
Never
have been.
Something that should
Not exist. We have to fix you. We have to erase
you.
And we will. Just come to us. Come to the rooftop.
We're
Waiting.
I'm going in circles like Alan Wake 2. Like the last couple of chapters, especially that room where I had to had to solve a murder of these two cops that were murdered in the theater. That's the same thing I'm going through with this. Is it raining all of a sudden? I kind of messed up my back on, what was that, Thursday morning? It is raining. But it's getting better now. I was doing some sit-ups and then I tweaked it when I did the side crunches. That was bad enough as it is. I couldn't walk right half the time, especially at work. Oh no, another 8209. And I'd like to mention that the Niners now got the #1 seed. They defeated the Seahawks 28-16. That game got a little testy though. A lot of fights going on in the last 5 minutes of the game. And then I also caught the Cowboys and Eagles game on Sunday Night Football just right before I started this episode. The Cowboys defeated the Eagles, what was it, 34-13? 34-13, something like that. 33-13.
It's not one of us. It doesn't even
30-13, I think. What's going on?
It's the crap that is stuck to our shoe. A cuckoo egg planted by OCP. We need to clear our station of this shit. We must smash that thing. Fire at will. You're not one of us. You feel that too, don't you?
What the hell? Oh man, is this the house?
You're back. There's coffee in the kitchen. Do you like it? The mug.
Dad, can you fix the camera? I think something's broken. Hey, you fixed it! Remember I'm playing a game this afternoon? Dad wouldn't miss it, would he?
Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear.
Do you really have to go? You look so sexy in that uniform. Why won't you stay a little longer?
The Empire State Building? No TV? Huh. It's getting scarier and scarier for Murphy. Oh no, am I at the steel mill? This looks like the steel mill.
Why are you here? Do you not love your family?
No attachments, no leverage. This is a gift.
Don't take him away from me! Everyone wants to be back home with their families. Be back home.
Yeah, I'm back at the steel mill. I wonder why he's going through all this again. Crap, his memories is interfering with his work. Not in a good way,
Welcome,
too.
shopper. Let's take a stroll through your old home.
Do you think you can just go back? Go on with your life like nothing happened?
This is a one-family house built by ZM Industries. It's for sale because the head of the family to which it belonged was shot in the head.
Your family has forgotten you. Why do you want to remember them? You attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you. To the part that's still human.
Have you thought it over? Why not make me an offer?
Why carry this burden? What is your sacrifice worth? Holding on to them makes you weak. Destroy them. Destroy them before they destroy you.
Wait, what?
Alex Murphy, the one and the only. I'm here because you have something that belongs to me. You have my badge. Lewis gave it to me. Lewis is hurt because of you. Because you keep insisting that you're something that you're not. You think that you are a fusion of me in this metal armor, but you're not me. Not even a part of me. I'm dead and I want to finally rest, but you won't let me. Your delusions keep tormenting me and my family. You need to let us go. I want my badge back. I have it, so I remember. Remember what? The lie? Lewis knows us. She would not lie. Give it to me. It's mine. But, Lewis, I want it back. This is my badge. Then I'll have to take it back myself.
You are strong enough to take him. Don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you. Take this gift. Don't forget who you are. Alex Murphy.
Get up, Robo. Get up, for God's sake. That's it, Robo. Keep going.
Is that Ortiz?
Where's the chopper? The cops will be here any...
Wendell Antonowsky,
Haven't you had enough yet?
you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Relax. I'm not your enemy. If I were, you would have already...
You have the right to an attorney.
I wanted to help you. Release you from the burden of your past life, of your memories. But you don't want to lose them, right? Now I get it.
Anything you say may be used against you.
I can give you back those memories. All of them. We should help each other. We have the same boss! Police!
God damn it, you again?
People need to see this.
Cuff him. He is a cop killer.
Hands behind your back! Can you hand me my lighter? It's a family heirloom. I wouldn't want to lose it.
You mean this trinket? It'll be safer in the prison depository. You'll pick it up yourself in, I don't know, 150 years?
Plenty of time for rehabilitation.
Top story. Wendell Antonowsky, the infamous new guy in town, has been apprehended today. RoboCop was able to capture Antonowsky, as reported by an eyewitness, Channel 9's Samantha Ortiz. Unfortunately, no footage of the event has emerged. RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public debate regarding his status as a human being. Here's a statement from John Mills, a candidate for the mayor's office in the upcoming mayoral election.
Today, RoboCop has done more for this city than the current administration has done in its entire term. That's why I feel that it's time to give something back. If elected, I will be advocating to grant RoboCop the status of a free, living human being. That's right. Vote Mills, vote RoboCop.
Staying on the topic of OCP, the CEO of Omni Consumer Products suffered a heart attack earlier today. The self-made entrepreneur has been taken to the Gibson Memorial Hospital for observation. His condition is stable. We wish you a speedy recovery.
Holy crap, the old man?
Wendell's in prison and the old man is on his way out? Could this day be any better? Geez, Steph, don't you have any respect? Here's the man of the hour.
Congrats, Robo. You caught that bastard for what he did to Lewis.
We are not done yet.
Murphy, come talk to me after you're done with your evaluation.
All right. Oh yeah, I also gotta mention that one of the games I had my eye on for a while until I saw how bad it was the day before. A lot of controversy regarding that game where one, I'm not gonna repeat that. Where so like I was saying, there was a lot of controversy regarding that game, like who was creating it, if it was actually if it was an actual game or if it was vaporware. And the way the game looked and played, it looked like it would be a really great game. Looked like the Division, but it looked really bad. I mean, first of all, the way they're promoting the game, it looks like they ripped off a bunch of other games as well too to make the game look good. Sorry. In addition, the game when it came out, there was a lot of problems with that game. A lot of glitches that would make the one from WWE 2K20 look
I knew
tame
he'd get
in
him.
comparison.
I just knew he'd be the one to bust that asshole.
Glad we have Murphy on our team.
Like some of the poorest collision detections that I've ever seen were, like for an example, when you make a shot, normally the bullets of the gun would make a quick impact, but there's like a few seconds delay from the way the gun shoots to the trajectory of the bullet target. It was so bad.
TV personality I keep seeing on television.
And also,
have a seat, Robo.
There are moments where you would see the enemies from far away, but somehow their body parts, the polygons and all that stuff, would enlarge, and you would see like a really big hit in the middle of the street, as well as the rest of their body trying to form up. But worse yet, the game is not a true open world game. It's like a mini sandbox extraction game, from what I've been reading. Got all those knocked out. Okay. Secret found. Perfect. Good. Good. Hey, perfect. Now I got 4 skills available.
Congratulations on catching Wendell. You seem to constantly be front page news. Not only that, your situation has become a topic of public debate. I imagine that could take a toll on anyone. How are you dealing with other people trying to determine your identity for you?
That's a good one.
Someone is fighting for my rights.
That's probably the healthiest way of looking at it. But the status of a human would make you an autonomous being. It opens many doors. Being given human rights would let you fully take control of your life. Is that something that you'd actually want?
Yes, I deserve it.
And why is that?
I am human.
The idea of granting you human rights is a very important issue, but no more important than the main reason for today's session. Many people might not be aware of that, but I have the whole report on the heavy glitches that you suffered before capturing Wendell. The only other time you've experienced anything similar was during the slaughterhouse incident. That's when your partner was wounded. Now, you were fighting the person responsible for it. Do you think the severity of those glitches is caused by the intense feelings that you have towards either of them?
My partner is important. I needed to do right by her.
I know how close she is to you. Let's dig a little deeper. Your typical glitches are triggered by sensory stimulation, similar to how most people experience memories when exposed to particular sights, sounds or smells. But this wasn't the case with the other glitches that you experienced recently?
No, they triggered randomly.
That's what I suspected. And now tell me, what did they seem like to you when you experienced them?
Nightmares.
I think we're onto something. Your usual glitches were making you recall memories. No more harmful than remembering your wedding day when hearing Mendelssohn's March. We have to differentiate them from those severe malfunctions that you experienced in the slaughterhouse and at the mall. Those latter ones are the real problem, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But I think I've gathered quite a lot of valuable data, and at our next session, I'll present my conclusions.
Hey, Robo, could you stop by the cells on your way to Reed? Someone there wants to speak to you.
Yeah, why not?
If it happens, I'm definitely getting sacked. I've got a degree in robotics, not in human relations.
Sometimes I'm surprised you got a high school diploma.
Don't ask what I think. I'm just looking around.
I'd recognize those footsteps anywhere. Over here, Tin Man.
What did you do this time?
Why does it have to be that I did something? Maybe one of your guys just got a little overeager.
Did they?
No. But none of this matters. I'm here mainly to congratulate us. We did it. We got the guy.
We
sure did, partner.
Any new leads?
Are you looking for trouble? This is the they lived happily ever after part of the story.
Wendell was conducting suspicious activity for someone at OCP. I want to know who.
Shit. I thought you were just looking to avenge your partner. I forgot that you're a dutiful officer. All right. I'll keep my ear to the ground and see what the streets are saying.
Good.
Talk to you later, partner.
I need to upgrade some stuff. Let me see here. Alright, good.
Need a hand, rookie? Actually, I do. Still not used to working with one hand.
You'll eventually forget about being shot the first time.
Yeah? When?
In my office.
When you get shot the second time.
What?
Alright, let me talk with Reed.
Catching Antonowsky put a smile on a lot of people's faces, but we still have one unresolved issue.
Catching his accomplice at OCP.
Exactly. And when everyone realizes that OCP's been sabotaging us the whole time, mentions of a strike will come up again. We don't want that. So who do you think it is? Becker is an obvious choice. I just don't know if that's not too obvious. Do you suspect that Becker is on Wendell's payroll?
All signs point to him.
They do, don't they? And that leads me to another thing. Becker wanted to meet you. You're supposed to show up at some old factory. And he wanted you to come alone.
A rather unusual request.
That's why I'll get Officer Washington to listen in. By the way, how do you feel about it? Can you trust him?
Despite shortcomings, he is trying his best.
That makes me a little less anxious about signing him up to look after you. I'm skeptical of anyone that OCP tries to push on us. First Becker, then Washington, and let's not forget about Dr. Blanche. Speaking of which, Dr. Blanche, is she being helpful? Are you getting anything out of those sessions?
She is an enormous help. She listens.
Good. That's good to hear. Sometimes that's all it takes.
I will meet Becker, but there is a place I will visit first.
Sure thing. In the meantime, I'll brief your overseer. Officer Washington!
Yes, sir.
You've got a new assignment.
I'm ready and willing.
Did you hear? The old man had a heart attack.
Seriously? I didn't think he had one.
You're one cold lady, O'Neill.
I might be ending the episode a little sooner. I'm getting a little tired, man. Early in the morning just to get to work. Let's see here.
Did you watch the game yesterday? I don't know what's wrong with our team. We're losers.
I wanted to throw the TV out the window, but it was too heavy. I pulled a hamstring because of them.
This what best describes the Detroit Lions right now. They haven't. I think they lost the past few games. The past 2 or 3 games. It's starting off pretty hot. Niners are doing pretty well. They got the #1 seed. Yeah, if the Niners, Eagles, and Cowboys end up in a 3-way tie, the Niners get the #1 seed automatically because the Niners defeated both those two teams, and by a wide ass margin too. Now, if the Cowboys and the Eagles face each other, or end up in a tie in the division for the lead, they go by they can't go by head to head because they're both 1-1 against each other. They both won in their own home turfs, but they're going to go by conference record, and I think the Cowboys have an advantage over the Eagles on that one now. I think. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything here.
Wait, why are you asking me about my liver and kidneys? They shot me in the leg.
We can offer you a higher standard of accommodation and additional benefits if you decide to sell.
Just get the bullet out and let me leave.
They're doing too much on that one. Oh. And here I go.
She's waiting for you, Murphy.
A few other cops in there too. Let's see what this is all about.
Come on, give me the skinny. I want to know everything.
Ah, Murphy, we started the party a little early. I hope you don't mind.
Sorry, partner. It's my fault. I just gotta hear what's happening at the precinct.
In usual fashion, OCP's doing everything in its power to keep the police down.
Come on, this is time to celebrate. Lewis is feeling better, Wendell's in jail. Let's party.
If you don't think a strike is brewing...
You know what? Let me get this grouch out of here so that you two can talk.
Okay, I'm going. Feel better, Lewis.
You look well.
I gotta admit, I sleep better knowing that you got that bastard. But what about you? How have you been lately? Did you get any more of those visions?
I still see things.
You know, ever since Antonowsky showed up, they seem to be happening more often, and with greater intensity. I don't think I've ever seen you in such a state. I just know how it affects me, so I can't imagine how it affects you. The fact that he's the brother of one of those guys who shot you.
We should not let the past haunt us.
Easier said than done. His presence reminds me of the day that I left you. I often think that maybe if we didn't split up that day, things would have gone down differently.
Neither of us could have predicted the consequence of our actions.
That doesn't make me feel any less guilty. What I don't get is if Wendell is actually the brother of one of your murderers, then why did he come out now? After all this time? And why didn't he kill you when he got a chance?
That is what I intend to find out.
Right. Is it true that he's working with someone from OCP?
That is what he claims.
Damn Becker. We should just lock him up already.
I would like that.
Maybe there's someone who'd be willing to help us? I don't know if you heard, but the old man ended up in this hospital after his heart attack. I'm not even sure if he's in a state to talk, but it probably wouldn't hurt to check if he knows anything, right? Anyway, I think I need a little rest after all this excitement. Thank you for visiting me. We'll be back to working together in no time.
I look forward to it.
Did you hear? We're moving the old man to a private clinic in 20 minutes.
Good. I don't think I can last a minute longer in this stench. Hey, where do you think you're going?
What, wasn't that close to that?
Talk to the old man.
You're the only one who actually showed up to pay him a visit. You know he talks about you a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, about you being granted human rights. He's rooting for you. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. You can go in.
I served this town with every drop of my sweat. I always try to improve people's lives. I was good to them. Just like you told me, Mother. We did not see Delta City rise. But don't you worry. I promise it will happen. Mother, why aren't you saying anything?
It's just eavesdropping. This is a nice room compared to the other rooms that I just visited in the hospital here. Oh, weight scale here. A bunch of books. The good stuff. TV, radio, oh, VCR. I would at least think that the old man would want some entertainment of his own, rather than watching television on cable and stuff. It's a goofy
Michael,
angle to activate that
is
prompt.
that you? Your halo shines so bright.
Do not worry, you are safe.
RoboCop? You came to see me? Like a real friend would? I'm getting close to my final days. And I just can't stand this uncertainty. But you came back from the other side. Tell me, how was it? Was it unbearable?
It was like waking up from a long nap. A new man.
I hoped that would be the case. I believe that death isn't the end. You are walking proof of that. Unfortunately, I have not completed all I set out to do. Those saboteurs inside OCP won't let me.
Are you referring to Max Becker?
That weasel seeks not only to destroy you, but also my company. Be wary of him. I know you would never let anyone jeopardize the good name of OCP. Before you go, could you be so kind and give me some painkillers? That's better. I can always count on you, can't I? Thank you, son.
The helicopter is on its way, sir.
Perfect. Oh, good news.
Leave now. We need to get him ready for the transfer.
Why the long face, Robo? They'll pump him full of OCP's cocktails, and come Monday morning, he'll be back to signing deals as if nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm starting to knock out. Whew, I'm getting really tired here. Alright, back downstairs we go. I've always thought that Max Becker was...
I am the mayor of this city.
Is that Cusack? Oh god. His attitude is making me lean towards Mills. Let's see what he has to say.
Is there a problem?
This man is preventing me from exposing OCP's hypocrisy. The way this hospital treats its patients is the best depiction of what OCP wants to do with this city. A brave policewoman shot in the line of duty is crammed into a small room, while the old man has a cozy VIP wing of the hospital all to himself.
Yeah,
This
definitely.
is what Delta City stands for. Even bigger division.
But the time you had your tonsils removed, you were staying in the VIP wing too.
We're not talking about me. We need to talk about the people. RoboCop, please stop this madness. Make a statement. That policewoman is your partner, isn't she? So tell us, doesn't she deserve better?
Lewis should be treated under better conditions.
Hey, cameraman, you got that? Even an OCP robot sees the hypocrisy. Listen to him. Don't let OCP take away our city. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Cusack. Okay, guys, we're leaving.
We should find him a cozy, secluded, preferably padded room.
Alright, let's see where we're headed to next. Some old factory. Is it the same steel mill?
Did Mr. Becker's intentions become clear? Maybe he wants to thank you for catching Wendell.
I only seek answers.
You came, so you can follow a command. Surprising.
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
Defiant as usual. Your creators screwed up the job by not installing an off switch. Well, it doesn't pay to fix their mistakes. It's cheaper just to replace you. So, RoboCop, meet the future of law enforcement.
Is that RoboCop 2? Those field machines from the second film? I wonder if one of them will take off their helmet and reveal that
Power like
screaming
yours,
skull face.
But at the push of a button. That
So
is why
funny.
it is not only more effective than you, but infinitely more obedient. That's just a fragment of the speech I had prepared. But hell, this product speaks for itself.
Oh, here we go.
RoboCop, what's the status?
This is no appreciation party.
Gunshots? What's going on?
Becker has introduced me to his new robots.
UEDs? They're already functional? Mr. Becker bragged about them during my onboarding. I'll try to find something that could help. Just give me a sec.
Delivery. Execution of justice.
Don't get excited. This was just a warm-up.
RoboCop, I got something. A headless UED will start shooting other droids. It's a bug that ended a presentation in front of the OCP board. I'm looking at the footage now.
Let us see if they ever got around to fixing it.
Warm-up is over. Get ready for the real strike. I knew the guy that made you. Bob Morton, right? Arrogant brown noser. Be happy. One less asshole on my
Resisting arrest.
Now, I wish he was
Pacifying criminal.
that he could see your end.
Submit to authority.
Good God, these guys are not giving me a chance.
It's impossible for you to win. I've seen the simulations.
RoboCop, I've got some more on the UED project. The old man didn't like it much and wanted to shut it down. He was certain that your brain was what was making you superior to them, so Becker continued to work on the project in secret.
He took a big gamble.
Hey, who are you talking to? Is that Oedipus guy helping you? Well, once I'm done with you, his career is over. You are durable, I'll give you that. You could become a strong part of my urban enforcement unit. But your redundant parts have too much impact on your behavior.
execution of justice. Restoring order.
You and that damn dispatcher. He's telling you how to outplay my UEDs, isn't he?
Becker knows you are helping me.
He gave me access to the OCP data himself. Under these circumstances, I feel obliged to use them any way I see fit.
Until now, I didn't want to damage you too much, but no more.
Jurisdiction. Discontinue the fight.
Do you think OCP will keep you running indefinitely? You cost too much and object too often. You and the police are unprofitable. That's why I made the urban enforcement droids. I'm gonna replace all of you with them. Appreciate being among the first to know. You know what? I'll turn you off anyway. You can resist, but it doesn't change anything. I won't let something like you kill my project.
The police. Restoring order. Discontinue the fight.
And those UEDs were a pain in the ass. Make sure I don't miss any charges or whatever. There's 2 chests around here. Alright, here, let me get those first. box across the way. Let me get that first before reaching Becker. Alright, let's get this over with, Becker. Here we go.
What the hell just happened? Becker! Oh, just stop right there.
Great performance, RoboCop. And Mr. Becker, it was an excellent presentation. You promised to show me a reliable remedy for this crime wave.
Is that Mills?
And you really did.
Yes, I've been working on UEDs for the past 5 years.
I meant RoboCop. He's proved once again that he's still the top player.
Excuse me? It just barged in here and started accusing me of conspiracy without a shred of proof. It is not stable.
I have Wendell's confession.
Oh, do you mean the guy that's been harvesting human organs? Very reliable source. You keep forgetting that your organic components are the bane of my entire existence. They complicate things. I need a simple tool. A tool that I can control. And until this remote is in my hands, I have that... Oh!
Well, it's time for me to go. Thank you, Mr. Becker, for your presentation. I'll be watching the progress of your project. But until then, keep up the excellent work, RoboCop.
And you better keep an eye on that remote.
Oh, I like that. Nice. I get an A for this? A B? Man, that's whack. But then again, there was hardly anything else. Two skill points. I'll take that.
That should do it. What's going on over there?
Becker's here, and the cops are not happy. Becker tested an army of robots on RoboCop. Can you believe that?
That is so unethical. To conduct an experiment without our supervision?
Right.
Which motherboard is this? Let me do my skills first. take a picture of this real quick. We're gonna end the episode really soon. I'm just gonna upgrade, or I'm gonna change my stuff real quick. And let's see. Let me get that open. All right, so let me remove all these guys. And go to this, and then let me see what I can do. Okay. All right, so let's see what I got. Oof. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's 2 power nodes. Okay. All right, this should be easy. $34, 25, 72. Man, this is weak. What kind of crap is this? Let me try something. Yeah. Okay. I'm better off with the 4 point. What is that it? Yeah, no, hold on. My stats are much weaker on the, oh shit, on this one. So let me change the board back to 4.3. How do I do this? Oh, alright. Put this back again. 40, 25, 68. Wait, how did I? Oh, that's right. Dead end. Hold on. Dead end. Dead end. This right here. There we go. Ouch. What the hell? Ow. Hmm. Huh. Oh, I don't remember. Well, my damage is much higher. Armor piercing's a little weak. I wonder if. Wait, let me try something. There we go. Okay, that works. Keep doing that. Pass through. There it is. 90, 23, or make it make sense. My damage. There we go. Okay, there we go. That, and then where's my spread? There we go. Oh no, that's fine. Okay, I'll leave that alone. Oh, I only have one spread. I just noticed that. Okay. 25. Ortiz. Tiami 20. Okay. Alright, I think this is good. My armor piercing is a little bit weak, but I'll manage. Actually, hold on. Let's swap this. Shoot. $94, 26. Oh, that's much better. 72, 40, 25. Okay. Alright, that's good. Alright, we're almost done here. Let me do one. Wait, is this safe? Alright. Oh, let's see what the commotion's all about, and then we'll end the episode over here. It's mayhem.
It's a new age, and you have to accept it. My robots are here to stay. Detroit will become the first city policed entirely by my machines. No brains, no glitching, total control.
So that's it? You just gonna replace us?
You've already been replaced, honey. Can't you see it?
What are you talking about? Murphy's one of us.
You're a little confused. That's RoboCop you're talking about. Murphy's the guy who's legally dead.
That's it. We are going on strike.
We are cops. Cops do not go on strike.
That's the spirit, old-timer. I have important people to meet, multi-million-dollar contracts to sign. You know, the usual.
Well, that sucks.
We can't just sit here and do nothing.
You can do something. Your cruiser needs cleaning after your last shift. If you have a hard time finding something to do, come to me. That goes for the rest of you too. Murphy, briefing room, now!
Alright, let me get this save point real quick. Talk about it.
13 dead after the celebration of Guatemalan Independence Day. The authorities explained they mistook the intense outbursts of joy for another coup d'etat. It's worth noting that Guatemalans regained their independence for the 4th time in the last 23 years.
First of all, I don't want to hear a word about those damn robots. We have a job to do. Now that the milk is spilled, we are looking for a mole in OCP that's been protecting Antonowsky. As hard as it is to believe, Becker is not that guy.
Yeah, but he's still a prick.
Sure is, but there's still a mole that we need to find.
It's gotta be the rookie.
I'm sitting right here.
So?
We start by asking the source.
What are you suggesting?
I pay Wendell a visit in jail.
Good thinking. You can try to squeeze a confession out of him.
If I get my hands on him, I will squeeze more than just a confession.
Hey, Murphy! That news lady's in the lobby waiting to talk to you.
Alright, let me end the episode over here. I got a lot done here, so I see. Now we know the true reason why Max Becker's been doing all this stuff, but I'm a little concerned as to how Wendell Antonowsky's involvement with Becker plays into all this, other than the fact that they're trying to replace. It's pretty much the same plot throughout the entire RoboCop film series, where the cops they're replacing cops with machines of their own to quote unquote protect the city of Detroit and also protect the future city of Delta City. So I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but I don't think it's gonna turn out well for Becker, for Wendell, as well as anybody else involved. So I will see you guys in episode 8. Once we begin with that episode, we'll talk with Samantha Ortiz, see if there's any further side missions in this police precinct before we head back out to where we gotta go to. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. I will see you in episode 8.